It gave me what I needed to write my book, to do the research authentically, but something else as well. A whole new path opened up in front of me, and an area of inquiry and investigation that I'd never even considered before, and also valuable personal lessons to learn from these ancient teacher plants, because I believe that that's what they are. And our society, with its rabid, hysterical, demonizing attitude to psychedelics, is dead wrong. 100% wrong. And 100 or 200 years from now, people will look back on this age and the persecution of the war on drugs, and they will see it as a terrible time in the human story, when a dreadful, dreadful mistake was made, which was only corrected with great difficulty. You know, the people who created the war on drugs are the same ugly people who are invested in war and harm and hatred and damage all over the world. And since we're suffering from the consequences of their actions in those other areas, we should wake up to the fact that the war on drugs is another one of those consequences, that those same vile and evil people who've turned the world into hell are the people who declared the war on drugs.
When it comes to psychedelics, are we getting small wins? Do you feel like we're getting there?
Yes.
Okay.
We are getting small wins in psychedelics. There's a huge process underway. It's difficult to see the whole picture because we're in the middle of it at the moment. It's difficult to know where it's going to go on. I think the internet has played a big role in this. It means that information can't be kept within exclusive little cliques anymore. It means that information is free and that people can gain access to information and find out things for themselves. And I think this has led to an across-the-board questioning of authority structures in our society. See, the curious thing about democracies, we're told democracies are great things, and democracies are great things, of course. But what happens in a democracy is that you get a massive investment in the manipulation of public opinion. See, a dictator doesn't care about manipulating public opinion, because a dictator doesn't care about public opinion. He doesn't need to manipulate the public opinion in order to bring the public with him, because he's operating by force. In a democracy, a politician cannot operate by force. They have to bring the public with them. Now, if democracy really worked, if it was a really good thing, all information would be completely transparent. There would be no lobbyists. There would be no money being paid to give us information. But actually what we live in is a society where vast amounts of money are spent in shaping public opinion on particular areas. This is the society that we live in today, where huge amounts of money are being invested in promoting a particular ideological position. And I think that where we're getting wins is that people are waking up. They're realizing that this is part of a system of manipulation and control. They're realizing we are sovereign adults. We have the right to do with our own bodies what we wish, so long as we do no harm to others. I mean, what an absurd abuse of human rights for a politician to say that he will send you or me to prison because we've experienced a psychedelic. We didn't do any harm to others. We underwent a personal experience, and for that, we're going to be sent to prison. This is the Inquisition. This is like burning people at the stake, you know, for not following a particular version of Christianity. This is an appalling abuse that's taking place in our society. So people are waking up to that. It's part of an overall waking up to the way that the world is run. But I think it's at the leading edge of that waking up. And then on the other side, we have great scientists, people like David Nutt, who are refusing to be beaten down by the ideology, who realize that these substances have enormous potential, enormous therapeutic potential, and who, against stiff opposition, are doing the science.
Opposition from other scientists as well.
Opposition from other scientists. They are doing the science and they are getting incredible results. So now we're finding that science is saying, actually, you know what? These psychedelics, they don't really seem to harm people. And they actually do seem to do a really incredible amount of good. They can solve problems of depression, they can solve problems of anxiety, they can solve problems of fear of death amongst people suffering from terminal cancers and so on. They're very healing, life-giving, in the right way, used in the right way, responsibly, correctly. They can be very good things. And science is getting this now. So it's becoming harder for the dominator class to maintain its position on this subject, but they still do. Yeah. And of course, in Britain, we've just had absurd Psychoactive Substances Act published, where, I mean, can you believe this? Are we actually living in 2016 or is this 1984? That we are now living in a Britain where any substance that has any effect on your mind is illegal unless it is specifically exempted. What is specifically exempted? Alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine. All other mind-altering substances are now illegal. That means that no adult in Britain can make any choice about their own mind, any choice at all, without breaking the law. This seems to me a very strange situation.